There is a moment in every meaningful journey that feels like hitting a wall. The energy is gone. The path has disappeared. The initial hope has faded into a quiet, heavy exhaustion. It's the moment the student wants to quit. The artist wants to abandon the canvas. The entrepreneur wants to close the business. It's the moment your mind whispers, "It's not worth it. Just give up." What is the difference between the people who listen to that voice and those who find a way to break through the wall? It's not about luck or talent or even raw strength. It's about having access to a deeper kind of fuel. Today, we're going to find that fuel by exploring the wisdom of a survivor, an alchemist, and a scientist. In his timeless book, Man's Search for Meaning, psychiatrist Viktor Frankl describes his experiences in the Nazi concentration camps. Amidst unimaginable suffering, he noticed something profound. The people most likely to survive were not necessarily the physically strongest, but those who held on to a sense of meaning, a reason to live. Frankl realized that the last of the human freedoms is the ability to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. He concluded that the single most powerful force in our lives is our search for meaning, and he gave us the ultimate key to perseverance in one sentence. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. This is the bedrock of never giving up. It is the anchor in the storm. When your work is tied to a why, a purpose greater than your own comfort, the pain of the how becomes tolerable. The struggle is no longer meaningless suffering. It is a sacrifice for something that matters. Before you can endure the journey, you must know why you are taking it. What is your reason? A person you love? A truth you want to share? A change you want to make in the world? Your why is your fuel. Once you have your why, you must understand the nature of the journey itself. This is where Paulo Coelho's masterpiece, The Alchemist, becomes our guide. The book tells the story of a shepherd boy named Santiago who follows his personal legend, his life's purpose. Coelho reveals a universal pattern. When you first commit to your dream, the universe often conspires to help you with what he calls beginner's luck. You get early signs of success, a burst of momentum that tells you you're on the right path. But then, inevitably, comes the test. The journey becomes hard. Obstacles appear from nowhere. This is the point where most people quit, believing their luck has run out. But the alchemist teaches us that this is not a sign to stop. The test is a fundamental part of the journey. The universe is filtering out those who are only mildly interested. It's asking you one question: how badly do you truly want this? Struggle is not a detour. It is the path. Every challenge is designed to teach you something you need to learn to achieve your goal. As the old saying in the book goes, the darkest hour is just before the dawn. When you feel like giving up, understand that you are not failing. You are being tested, and passing the test is what makes you worthy of the treasure. So, you have your fuel from Frankl and your map from Coelho. Now, you need the engine. This comes from the work of psychologist Angela Duckworth in her book, Grit: The Power of Passion and Perseverance. Duckworth studied top performers in every field, from military cadets to champion athletes, and found that the single greatest predictor of success was not talent, social intelligence, or good looks. It was grit. She defines grit with a simple equation: passion plus perseverance. First, passion. This isn't just a fleeting excitement. It's a deep, enduring, compass-like interest in your why. It's caring about something so much that you remain dedicated to it year after year. Second, and most critically, is perseverance. This is the day-in, day-out effort when you don't feel like it. Duckworth makes a revolutionary point with her formula for achievement. She says that effort counts twice. Talent is how quickly your skills improve when you invest effort. Achievement is what happens when you take those acquired skills and use them. So, talent times effort equals skill, and skill times effort equals achievement. Effort is the multiplier that turns potential into reality. This relentless effort is fueled by a specific kind of hope, Not a blind optimism, but the deep-seated belief that your own actions can improve your future. It's the conviction that if you keep pushing against that wall, it will eventually move. So, how do you never give up? It's not a single secret, but a powerful trinity of ideas working in harmony. First, you anchor yourself like the survivor. You find a why so profound that it gives meaning to your struggle. You must know the reason you are willing to endure the how. Second, you navigate your journey like the alchemist. You understand that hardship is not a sign of failure, but a necessary test of your commitment. You see obstacles not as barriers, but as lessons. And third, you build your engine like the striver. You cultivate grit by combining a deep passion for your purpose with relentless daily perseverance. You understand that your effort, more than anything else, is what will carve your path to achievement. When you have a clear why, when you understand the nature of the test, and when you are willing to apply gritty effort day after day, giving up is no longer an option. It becomes irrelevant. The wall in front of you ceases to be a barrier and becomes what it was all along, a doorway. You do not need to conquer your entire journey today. You just need to find the strength to take the next step. So, take a moment after this video and ask yourself the question Viktor Frankl would ask. What is my why? What is a reason beyond my own comfort for me to keep going? Write it down. Let that be your anchor. Hold on to it. And then simply take the next step.